will see camels. You don't know what Norway has to offer. Though I will say, some of the things on this list I classify as bad food because I don't like it. though I've been generous and I've given all the bad food good pictures. Like, I found good pictures of the bad food, so you can like enjoy it if it's your type of food. But some of it, I think, honestly, is like pretty bad. There's a couple of dishes that are like Scandinavian but not Norwegian. Like Swedish dishes aren't on this list, for example. There could be dishes there that are a thing in Sweden but are equally a thing in Norwegian, like in Norway. Okay, ready? Okay. Okay, I'm starting with the bad food. It looks so appetizing, but I promise it's not camels. Also, I put up like translations of the dish for you in English and also the Norwegian name. So this is surskjell. This is surskjell, which is a pickled herring. It does look amazing. No, it's not amazing. It's awful. Okay, I swear, camels, this is awful. Also, I wouldn't say... Okay, does it look appetizing? Okay, if it doesn't look appetizing for all of you, then you're correct. You're correct. I hate this. Oh, bad dish. Pickled herring, bad. Pickled herring, bad, camels. Repeat after me. Pickled herring, bad. Yes, bad. Next one we have... Ta-da! I told you, camels, there's good fish dishes. And as I said, we're going to be alternating good or bad. So this is fiskesuppe, which is basically creamy fish soup. Yes. This one, I would say, I've never had this with like a repeated recipe. This is kind of like the base has a very similar like recipe. There are like regional variant like varieties for this, but the type of fish that is put in is like whatever you feel like when you're making it. Very common with salmon, very common with trout. I would say those are perhaps the two most common fishes. Some people add shrimp, some people not. I prefer it without shrimp because I don't like shrimp. But you can also have cod in it, and like any type of fish you want, really. The garnishes also, like, up to whoever. The things you have on the side, like, up to whoever. I would say, like, usually the side is a really nice bread. Like, a really nice lighter bread. Or, like, baguettes. Like, sliced baguettes or sliced buns or something like that. Pretty much mystery fish dependent on who makes it. Yeah, mystery fish. Yeah. I have never had a version of this that I wouldn't rate at least a 9 out of 10. Okay, next dish though. I don't remember the order in which I put these, but we'll see. Done! Oh god, we're back to the fish atrocities. Camels. I said I found good pictures of the dishes. It is hard to make this look good. This is balls? Yeah, it's balls. That's what it's called. I just did a direct translation. This is a fiskeboller I hvitsaus. Fiskeboller I hvitsaus. And it's called fish balls in white sauce. The real crime with this is that my family growing up would make this semi-frequently. I could smell it. I could smell it in the house before I knew they were making it. And it was never a good time. I would always, like, eat the sides. And this is also, we're going to get into this later. This is a thing that they do that destroy a lot of Norwegian dishes, I feel like, in like, a lot of Norwegian households, is the sides for a lot of these traditional dishes are very pitiful. Can you smell the picture? I think I've, like, deleted the smell from my memory. What is the white sauce made out of? I think it's super simple. But yeah, the white sauce just kind of looks like this. It kind of just looks like this. If you like pure fish flavor, like very fishy flavor with very slightly flavorless sauce, and then also very pitiful side dishes, maybe you would like this. You have to be honest, this looks terrible. This is one of the best pictures I found of it. This is one of the best pictures, couples. It's you love how the white sauce looks. Okay, you can eat this, Camels. I will push this all over to you. Okay, next one. Ta-da! Okay, good. Oh my god, this is so much better. This is so much better. Sauteed reindeer. Yes, fin biff. Fin biff, really good. This one, actually, we would have with rice quite often. Can be served with boiled potatoes. Because, oh boy, just does Norway love boiled potatoes. But can be served with rice. We're eating Rudolph, not Rudolph specifically, but yes, the reindeer. The reindeer. Are those cranberries? They are cranberries. So this is sauteed reindeer. And it's kind of like, you get it as frozen sliced reindeer at the store. Which sounds weird, but that's like the common way you get the meat for this. Is like the frozen sliced reindeer. And then you pan fry that, and you make like a kind of like stew base. You make kind of like a stew base on the side, and then you combine those two together for this, which is like sauteed reindeer. The sides for this is usually cranberry jam. Yeah, I actually don't like the cranberry jam. Personally, not a fan of the cranberry jam. It's a little bit too acidic for me. But just this straight up with rice and then maybe some vegetables. I don't mind the boiled vegetables. Camels. Again, growing up, I think we would have this most common with like white plain rice and then boiled, like overboiled vegetables. But the sauce of this and like the meat is so good that it covers up the boiled vegetable taste. It's really good. And the next one, bam! We have soup. We have beta soup. I don't know if this is the correct translation, but I just directly translated it. And in Norwegian, it's called beta suppe, which basically is beta soup, as you can see. Not alpha soup? Yeah, no alpha soup. No. What is the meat? I think it's beef or pork. I feel like it's beef. Beta soup is nice. This is the thing with me, Camels. This is oh, hi kitty cat. Hi Jinjin. Are you hungry for this beta soup? No, I don't think so. He probably would like the meat. In this stream, Kana's hot takes about good food. The thing is, this isn't... It's not awful. But it's very watery. This is the thing for me. This is like a very watery soup. Like, could be I've only had bad versions of this. Hi for jumping in. Hi. Could be I've only had bad versions, but it's like... the super mid. It's like very mid. It's the flavor is basically only the flavor of the vegetables that is in it, which is often potatoes, carrots, and then maybe some leeks, and then a little bit of beef, but it's like 80% vegetables, and it's like carrots and potatoes. And as you probably are going to realize as I go along today, is I've had a lot of boiled potatoes and carrots growing up. And I think at some point my body just started rejecting it. Norway has something else. And you're gonna have to hear me out here. You're gonna have to hear me out. Because you might go like, Kana, this is just the same. These are the same picture. But no, Kamos, it's different. It's different. This is like a stew. I literally like looked at the translation of this. It's like almost the same ingredients. Oh, not the next one. Next one is bad. Don't worry about it. But it's stew. It's in a stew form. It's way better. They're way better. This is lapskaus.
They're the same picture.
They're the same picture. No, they're different. They're different. This is bad. This is way better. Yes, if any Norwegians are in the chat and has had lapskaus is great. This is really good. It's the same thing but thickened? No, it's way superior. It's way superior. I see some of you know what I'm talking about. The sauce is much thicker. Yeah, this is basically like a stew. It's like cooked in. And it has potatoes and carrots in it. But I will say that meat is generally more flavorful. I feel like maybe they pan fry the meat first or whatever. Like, it often has like a little bit of smoky meat in it. Like the meat is way better. But it's potatoes and carrots and like maybe other stuff. And it's cooked until like the potatoes are almost a little bit mushy with the sauce. But it's so good. Also comes the next one. It's a mixed bag. But I put it as bad because I kind of dreaded every single time we had this growing up. This is not, at least in my family, it wasn't a common everyday dish. This was kind of like 3 or 4 times a year kind of dish because the prep time is longer. This is fårikål, which literally is mutton and cabbage. Mutton cabbage. That looks atrocious. Yeah, it looks real bad. This is one of the dishes where it's real bad making it look appealing. But I will admit, the mutton part is good. What I would do growing up is I would wash off the cabbage part, and the mutton is delicious. But every single time I had this growing up, I would be pushed to eat some of the cabbage, and the texture of the cabbage is like, it's like they wanted to pickle it, but it's not pickled, it's boiled. And it's like boiled for a long time. And you love cabbage in dishes like this, do you? I don't know. I just cannot with this cabbage. It's not crunchy. It's not, I wouldn't say it's rich slimy, but yeah, it's like some kind of like boiled steamed concoction. Oh, I actually like cabbage. I do like cabbage. I like crispy cabbage. I really like crispy cabbage. Like cabbage and stir fries, crispiness and stuff like that, that's good. But this boiled cabbage, no. Okay, next one though. Ta-da! This one, I kind of... I didn't do a direct translations of this, because if I directly translate the name, it's going to sound bad. This is fläskepannekake. In my house growing up, we just called it pancakes with bacon. So that's what I translated as. It's a flat pancake. Oh, does it look like a pizza? It's flat, like you like pan fry the pancakes, of course, to bake them. But super good, super good. This I would also have with blueberry jam, which isn't as traditional, but this with also blueberry jam is really, really good. It's not flesh pancakes, but fläsk is like, what do you call like the white part of the meat camels? What's that called again? The fat pancakes. Yes, this is like fat pancakes, but the fat is not like, it's like being fat. This is just like fat, like the fat of meat. So lard, yeah, like lard, yeah. Yeah, it's like a fat lard pancake. That's the direct translation, because you can call bacon fläsk, or you can call it like fat in Norwegian. Most people, I feel like, just call it bacon nowadays, but you could call it fat. So lard pancakes or fat pancakes. But I was like, that doesn't sound very appetizing. Those pancakes look super soft, yeah. So when you make pancakes in Norwegian, like this pannekake, which is called, you make it more like crepes. It's more like crepes than what countries like US call pancakes. Because in the US, when you make pancakes, it's often like the thick ones, right? Norwegian pancakes is often like the thin crepe kind. Okay, next one. Oh my god, it's this. Yeah. Torskerogn. Boiled. This is boiled. This is one of the things that my parents could not get me to eat growing up. This is cod roe. It's just like cod roe that's cooked, boiled whole, and then sliced. When you can see the veins like that, you know it's bad. Yeah. This is good. Some of you might like it. Like, Obviously, some people like it since it's a dish, but it's boiled. It looks dry and crusty. I think it's because it's cod roe. It's the texture of it. How could you ruin cod? I mean, this is a part of cod that you often don't eat. First thing you would actually refuse. That's why I said, Kamos, at the end of this today, you gotta tell me if you genuinely feel like you could eat all of the things from today. Like, all of it. Without any exceptions, because I highly doubt it. Okay, next one. There we go. Okay, now I think this one and the next one are both like this. Because this is fish cakes. And fish cakes are such a broad range. Or a mixed bag. Yeah. This is a mixed bag. This looks like a good fish cake, almost. This is like the good end of the spectrum. But this, in my experience in Norway, this is a broad range of fish cakes. Fiskekaker. Fiskekaker is what it's called. It's not fish balls. These are more like flattened, like not quite like a burger patty, but like more like a patty shape, usually pan fry it. Some of these can be extremely good and flavorful, and then you can have ones that are really flavorless. Like, I've had really flavorless ones, or ones that just taste like off a fish. But this is like the good type. So that's why this is like bad, good. This is like heavily dependent on like, are you getting good fish cakes? Like, you can buy a lot of fish cakes at the store, but not all fish cakes are equal. And you can also get these homemade. But I would say a lot of the time when I've had fish cakes, I've had the store-bought kind, because they're kind of tedious to make. You put them in okay. I would say these ones can be great, but they can also be awful, and a lot of it is just kind of middling towards okay. The tragedy of this again, though, Kamals, this is a really nice picture because it doesn't show the sides. You could have this as a sandwich topping, actually, which probably would be pretty good. We're back in boiled potato and vegetable territory, sadly. Okay, now, next one. Same thing, meat cakes. I had them both on here, and I was like, I might as well put them together. I would say meat cakes or kjøttkaker usually has less variety than fish cakes, in my opinion, or like in my experience. The sides are equally bad, but also a tiny bit different. This is a super broad category. This is usually served with brown sauce, I will say. Meat cakes with brown sauce. It's pretty good. I think this is like pea puree. I wish I could say I got this with pea puree once. You wouldn't guess, Kabos, what it was served with in my household. Also, this was often served with cranberry jam again. I don't like the cranberry jam, but boiled potato, yes! You can even see the boiled potatoes in the image, but also the sides wasn't mashed peas or pureed peas. It was boiled vegetables. I think maybe very occasionally we would have mashed potatoes, but when we had mashed potatoes growing up, we didn't have potatoes but mashed a lot of the time. It was usually like the powdered potato mash that like you boil with milk or whatever to make mashed potatoes. You kind of like boiled potatoes, not when you had them like me growing up. Boiled potatoes, I'm not a fan of anymore. But the meat cakes themselves are good. The meat cakes themselves are often very good. Aren't these just meatballs? No, they're different from meatballs. They're a slightly different texture. I would say they're often a looser texture, and a little bit bigger and a little bit flatter. And you're usually like they're boiled in the sauce. We usually also always got these ones frozen, so they would come like pre-cooked. This is the normal way. I feel like a lot of people get meat cakes in Norway. You would get them frozen or in the cold aisle, and they will come like pre-cooked. So you only need to like boil them in the brown sauce. So it's kind of an easy an easy traditional Norwegian dish to make. And that also meant that I had it a lot growing up. This one, I had more than the fish cakes. Online websites call these Norwegian meatballs. I would say meat cakes is more proper because meatballs is a thing here. Especially Swedish meatballs is pretty popular here, and meatballs is different. Meatballs are usually also smaller. It's like an instant meal. It's not quite like an instant meal, but it's like a step between instant and homemade. Next one! Oh yes, I made a slide for this. The bane of Norwegian food! Might be hated! There is good ways to prepare frozen vegetables, Camels. But this is what I would get growing up. And it's so common, like the frozen vegetable aisle is also in every single Norwegian grocery store. And you will get like different vegetable mixes. I feel like the most common one is like cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots. Or cauliflower, carrots, and what are those like small round mini cabbages? What are those called again? Oh god, it has a name. I forget. In Norwegian, it's called rosenkål. I forget what the English name for it is. To be fair, boiled vegetables are super common in Southeast Asia too, are they? Brussels sprouts, yeah. Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and carrots. Yes, those were like the two most common vegetable mixes that I would have growing up. You can steam this. Like you can steam frozen vegetables. They can turn out pretty well. You can pan fry. I feel like you can pan fry frozen vegetables to a certain degree. You can even oven roast frozen vegetables. And you can boil them to perfection, but it was always overboiled. Always overboiled slightly when I grew up. And then no seasoning. Just served like in the like pan that it was cooked in with the water like drained off. And then you just hope that whatever like brown sauce or melted butter or like salt or pepper will be able to like make it taste like something. Okay, next one, Camels. Next one though. Ta-da! Which is this? This is a broccoli salad, which is broccoli salad. I've actually given you Mama Nagi's recipe for this before. I shared that on Twitter, so I think if you go to my Twitter, you can actually find the recipe for this that I translated over to English. This is more of not a dinner food, but it's like a savory side food, or I just like eating it straight up. Broccoli salad is really good. Like, again, fresh broccoli, has some nuts in it, has like, is it sour cream you use? Like, you mix some stuff together. You can have it with bacon. This one, I think, uses grapes, like sliced grapes in it as well, maybe. You can have it with turkey meat. Like, you can make a lot of varieties of this. But it's really good. Really, really good. Is that mayo with another sauce? I don't remember exactly. Hard pause. I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But it's really, really nice. And actually, like, one of the rare cases, I feel like, of Norwegian food, like, treating a vegetable correctly. Looks like it make a good snack. Yeah, it's a super good snack. I think it was sour creamy. I think it's sour cream and something else that you put in this, but heavily recommend. There's a lot of different recipes for a broccoli salad, but it's only been good the times I've had it. Looks easy for you to try making, and this is pretty easy. I would say it's probably not the healthiest way to prepare broccoli, especially if you add things like bacon in it. But sour cream and mayo, that's it. Sour cream and mayo. Okay, next one though. Next one. Ta-da! Oh, did I have two good? Oh, I had two good ones right after each other. I thought I interchanged them good and bad, but I guess I have one place here where I have two good ones. Roast lamb. And this is more generic roast lamb because you can have this in two versions. It's like lammesteak, which is like just like roast lamb meat, or you can have like the entire roast lamb thigh. And this is something that in my family, you were going to say this looks delicious. Yeah, it is delicious. This is something in my family that we would have only around Easter. Like, usually, like, once or twice a year kind of dish. But we wouldn't just do the roast lamb, like, steak. We'd do the entire, like, lamb leg.
Come on!
Okay, next one! Oh, yes! This is, not lamb, but sheep. I censored this for you, Camels. I censored it. I blurred it quite heavily. Also because I didn't want to look at it. This is one of the dishes that I have not eaten on the list. And why did I censor it? Because it's sheep's head. It's malahove. It's malahove. Locally, it's not traditional Norwegian in the entirety of Norway. You want to see it? You can Google it. You have the name on screen now. You can Google it if you want to. I take no responsibility for the images that will show up on your screen if you Google it. But yeah, it's whole sheep's head. I feel like it might be like it's sheep. It might be delicious meat. Maybe, because sheep in general, in my experience when I've had it in Norway, is good. But I don't want it served like this. And also, I don't know if they eat the brain. I didn't look it up. I'm too scared to look it up. I would like to pretend that they don't eat the brain. But yeah, with potatoes, I feel like they probably serve in some form of potatoes. But this is like the one meat that luckily I haven't gotten served because it's traditional in a different part of Norway for where I grew up. I grew up in Northern Norway. And Northern Norway does not have this as traditional food. Yeah, the brain, yes, no, you do eat the brain. No, Kamos, don't Google it for me. I didn't need to know that. Dun-dun! Okay, we have some sides. I wanted to do one for flatbread because I don't know how many places have this. I think it's pretty common in Scandinavia / the Nordics, I want to say. This is more of like a coarser type of flatbread, but there's a lot of variants of this. Sometimes it's called flatbread, sometimes it's like there's a different variant called crisp bread. But this is really good as a side. A lot of like the more soupy, stewy dishes, like the beta soup and the lapskaus from earlier, both have this as sides. So this is flatbrød, and it's really good. Looks really crispy. As you can see, it's like nice. It's like super crisp. And it's a nice side to like anything that's like stewy and soupy. Or honestly, I just had this if I got like a little bit of an appetite when I was younger, but you don't want to make yourself a whole sandwich, you don't want to make yourself a whole meal. If we had flatbread in the house, I sometimes like just went and grabbed like a couple of these and I would put butter on it, and it's really delicious. But yeah, it's really good. Okay, now we're getting into a little bit of the holiday dishes. This one, I don't hate cod, but I hate it as a Christmas dish. So Norway has some traditional. Actually, I forgot to put on my favorite Christmas dish on the list, I'm realizing, which is oh my god, what's it called? Pinnekjøtt, which is sheep. I forgot to put that on the list. But this is one of the more regional Christmas dishes, I would say. And there are the boiled potatoes, boiled carrots. At least it has a sauce, Kamels. It has a creamy sauce thingy. Yeah, I forgot pinnekjøtt. I like it so much. I forgot it. It's my favorite Christmas dish. Going to bed, go to bed. Oh, Yasmin night if you're going to sleep. And this is like more boiled, steamed cod. I honestly am not a huge fan of fish when it's like straight up boiled or steamed. I prefer it pan fried or oven roasted, like roasted fish, or in a soup like the creamy fish stew, fish soup that we had earlier. Would rather have chicken for Christmas? Yeah, me too. Well, next one. Okay, I would say this is probably, along with pinnekjøtt, which I forgot to put on here, and that's kind of a crime. Pinnekjøtt is like the most popular main Christmas meal in Norway, which is juleribbe. And this is like pork ribs. Yes. Pork ribs has to be made with crispy skin. It basically has to be made to look like this. in a sense. So you get the pork crackling. Funnily enough, I really like this, but I actually don't like the pork crackling for some reason. Which means that every time I would have this growing up, I would like cut off the crackling and just give it to someone else at the kitchen table. That is an amazing image, yeah. The sides aren't on here, but it's usually also like the potato vegetable-y kind. But I feel like there would be a little bit more effort put into it, so it usually wouldn't be too bad. Really good. This one, more bland. I feel like there's a reason why juleribbe is way more popular than juletorski. Yeah, yeah. And now... Oh yeah, kumler! I put this on here. I actually, before I looked this up, I've had this. I have tasted this. I've tasted kumle, and I hate it. I had to look up what it's made out of. It's like potato balls or something. It's like potato and like wheat and like other stuff, and they make it. It's like gooey balls almost. Kumle is so good. I'm not going to say it's like you might like it, but the kumle is the ball part here. Like the sausage and the bacon obviously looks great. But the kumle is like, I guess there's potato in it. So I guess you could say it's like potatoes in a different form. And like potato in like a gooey, wheaty ball of potato. And I don't like it. Sometimes, oh, this is like the most cursed part. Sometimes they put like, I guess pork pieces in it. But for me, the taste of the pork kind of drown in it. I think that the versions that I have had has had the pork pieces. So you get like this gooey, like mashy ball thingy, and then suddenly you hit a different texture that's like meaty. Yeah, the texture is real bad to me. I usually never have texture problems with food combos. I usually never get put off from food texture, but the kumles I really can't take. Like they taste really bland to me, and the texture is killer. Yeah. Okay, next one, combos. Next one. Dun-dun! Okay, now we have another like staple, but also something eaten commonly around holidays. This is risengrynsgrøt, which is rice porridge, and eaten exactly like you see it here. Which is the rice porridge, then sugar and cinnamon on top, and then you would get like one cube of butter in the middle. That would like last the entirety of the rice porridge. The sauce is just melted butter. Like literally, you get like a dash of butter on top, and since the rice porridge is warm, it will melt. Haven't encountered it with butter, with cinnamon only. Cinnamon and sugar, and then the butter was really good. There's a variant to this. That's this. That I hate. I hate this. I hate this. I absolutely... Oh, I wrote good! Why did I write good? No, this should be bad! No! Paskana! No! This should be bad, Kamos! Oh my god, why is it good? It's just... I wrote wrongly. It's supposed to be bad. You love it? No, I hate it! Like, this is sour cream porridge. It's rømmegrøt. And as you can see, like, look at this, like, yummy rice texture. Look at this yummy rice texture. It's clearly good. No. Look at this yummy rice texture. This is, like, slimy. It's almost slimy in the texture. And I hate it. It's like a straight up, like... It's too thick to be a sauce. It's too thick to be, like, liquid. But it's also not solid enough to be a pudding. It's like if you take pudding and soup and you find like a texture that's on the medium side, and it's I really hate it. But okay, Kamals, next one, which hopefully should be a good one. I don't know. Oh yeah, good one. Okay, because this was supposed to be bad. I was supposed to say bad. But this is really good. Okay, there's a lot of regional variants to lefser. This is not quite a pancake. This doesn't really have a pancake texture. It is not pancakes, Kamals. But it's like a layered dough, a layered wheat-based dough that has like different fillings. This is a sweet dish, and there's a lot of variants. You can have some variants that are more like cake pancakey, like thicker, that has also fillings in between. But lefse in general, I have not had a single one I dislike. Like, no matter which variant I've had, like thin variant, thick variant. But yeah, this is a baked good. It's one of the few baked goods I put on today. I had to have a couple of baked goods. This is probably one of the most like traditional Norwegian like baked goods. I tried to find translation for this, and what Google gave me was like soft flatbread ? Because it's not pancakes. It's definitely not pancakes. Pancakes is very different. We have our variants of pancakes. But this is lefse, and it has like sweet fillings, sugar, cinnamony, and different types of like sweet spices, I almost want to say. I don't know. It's really good. And we have lutefisk. Yes. This doesn't look that bad, but yes. Have you ever thought that, like, what if you had a really nice fillet of fish? What if you had a really nice fillet of fish, and then what if it was like slightly jellified? Like what if it was like slightly jellified? Ever thought about that, Cobbles? I don't know what to do with this, but they do like, it has like a specific preparation method where it turns like slightly translucent. It's broken down in lye. Yeah, that's what it is. It's broken down in lye, so it turns like slightly translucent and looks a little bit like jelly. And it's kind of fragrant a little bit as well. I guess the lute means like lye fish. Lye fish? Like fish and lye? I don't know. How do you eat it? Hot? It's eaten hot. I would say the only redeeming thing about this dish is that every time I've seen it, it's been served with bacon. Bacon, and then also boiled potatoes, and then sometimes like flatbread or stuff like that. So I would, when we had this, I would have the boiled potatoes with bacon. I have tasted this. It does not taste good. Some people love lutefisk, but yeah. I have not tried the next fish because somehow it's like even worse, and it smells awful, and it's one of those dishes that I'm never going to eat it. And it's oh wait, I didn't. There we go. No, it's rockfisk. It's rockfisk. Which I had to Google. Like, I was like, how did they even prepare this? It's salted and autolyzed fish. I don't know what it means when they say autolyzed fish. Doesn't sound like something you should be doing to fish. That looks kind of good. It is a nice word for rotten. Yeah, I guess it's a nice word for rotten. Partially rotten fish, is that what it is? It is real cursed. It was real cursed. Yeah, it's kind of like yeah, it's self-digested. That's it. Yeah, it's like self-digests. Yeah. They make the fish like start digesting itself, like not the live fish, but like the fish meat. And it's like before it starts to properly rot, it counts as autolyzed. So yeah, it's rockfisk. Which I guess there wasn't any like translations of the name, because I guess it's not a popular enough dish for it to be like translated to English. This is why I'm telling you, combos, Norway, there's a lot of cursed stuff to fish, okay? And we do our most cursed like preparation methods to fish somehow. Only other like second sweet thing I put on for today, and it is waffles. The Norwegian style waffles. This is like traditional Norwegian waffles. And why do I have the shadow on? Because this is amazing. This is like the thinner. If you are somewhere that has like thick style waffles, this is thinner and like a little bit softer. They usually make them in like waffle irons that has 5 or 4 like hearts. You can see this one shapes it into 5 hearts. And often you can either like put a filling on all of it and like put it in half, or you can like separate out the hearts and like put a little bit of filling in the hearts and then like eat the hearts individually. popular toppings for this is brunost, like brown cheese, which is a very like sweet, cloyingly sweet cheese. Yeah, Sweden has this as well. You can also have, some people actually have sour cream on this, like sour cream and jam. I'm not a fan of sour cream on these, but you can also have jam on it. Strawberry jam, I think, is the most popular, or raspberry jam as an alternative. But strawberry jam and waffles, brown cheese and waffles, very popular. Or you can also have butter and sugar on waffles, which I've had quite a bit growing up. Ah, that is also delicious. But I think for me, my favorite is strawberry jam and waffles. I love whipped cream with waffles. Oh, I've never had whipped cream, but strawberry jam is really good. Cloudberry jam? Oh, cloudberry jam. Yeah, if it's the right season. Okay, are you ready for the final food, Camels? The most traditional of traditional Norwegian food. Which I feel like if there's any Norwegians in the chat, you might see this one coming. You ready? Nope. Are you ready, Camels? Okay, it is Grandiosa.
You're fine. You're not really
okay,
fine.
I had to include this. This is like the saddest frozen pizza ever. I had this so much growing up. During the 90s, this became like traditional Norwegian food. and it's eaten so much in Norway now. It's you see it worse. It's not bad. It's like okay, but in the tier of frozen pizzas, like the traditional original Grandiosa, which is like cheese and like tomato sauce and is it heart shaped? It's just heart shaped on the box. It's not actually heart shaped. Yeah, they haven't really improved the taste over there. It's very mid, extremely mid. But this is my presentation of good and bad Norwegian food. Yeah. Good and bad Norwegian food, which, as you can see now, includes a whole lot of potatoes and veggies of the boiled format, of the boiled kind. So, that was it for this video. This has been Kanna, your local happy peppy duck detective. Always ready to solve a case, open some cards, play games, or make you relax with some ASMR. If you like this video and you want to see more, you can subscribe. Only if you really want to, of course. Or you can check out my other channel if you want to catch me live. See you next time.